And hello everybody. This is happening a lot later than I wanted to do on this day, but that's just because I have to mess around with the new recording software, and it did not want to cooperate. I realized I just gave an explanation before I even said who the hell I was. This is Tamiris here. That's who I am. And I am bringing a look at Hand of Fate 2 here. We're going to hit new game. I'm going to pretend like I haven't played a little bit of this game before. I'm probably not going to do a very good job at pretending that. So,
Your memories are fading
let
even
him
now.
talk.
Gone to form the soul of the game we play. These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death, and
Saw that card go
vengeance.
through his face.
We must ride, for time is short, and you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more.
I don't know what to pick. We'll go to the right. Why not?
These
We went
cards
to right 'cause it's
represent
right.
your history and
not
our
logic.
game. We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side. Let us see what the journey holds. The fool steps into nothingness, because they know no better. In the same way, you must step into the void. You are a blank slate, and together we will write your history.
Okay. So, yeah, Hand of Fate 2. It's basically a choose-your-own-adventure card game is the basic concept of it. It's kind of weird to explain in case you haven't played the first one. This is, of course, a sequel to another one of just Hand of Fate they had before. The guy keeps kind of referencing the first one, which is an interesting little thing. Let's go ahead and just get this ball rolling here. Forest ambush. You've stumbled many miles through this forest in search of the thieves who robbed you. Though exhausted and hungry, you are determined to reclaim your father's amulet. Four of Greed, the leader. You finally catch sight of the thieves hacking at a large tree and arguing among themselves. You're gonna move closer to eavesdrop.
Every element of the game has been improved, even those that seem at first glance familiar. Do not worry, you will soon understand the nuances.
I'm gonna go with this one here. And of course that's the failure. He tries to eavesdrop on the conspiring thieves, but their voices are muffled by the bushes. You shuffle closer to get a better view. You soon spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing their wares to market. The thieves fell the tree into the path of the unsuspecting farmers and leap out, weapons brandish. Give us all your food! Leap to the farmers' defense. Offer to help the farmers, warning them it won't come for free. Help the thieves with their extortion. I think we're going to be heroic. Simply leap to the farmers' defense as we draw our weapon with practiced skill. Well, you hear the leader's voice. You lads handle this. I'll meet you when you're done. Because he's a brigand leader. Of course he's a coward. So yeah, the trouble of getting a recording to go, it was much more due to the fact of I am moving to a new recording software and just trying to get it set up and cooperate took a lot more effort than I realized it was going to take. Thug, violence for the sake of violence, theft for the sake of money. Thieves attack frequently and can evade standard attacks, making heavy weapons less effective. Luckily, we're not armed with a heavy weapon. Alright. Pretty standard fare controls here. Let's go ahead and block him. The combat looks slightly more impressive because I actually have an idea of what I'm doing. There I go, getting hit as I'm saying that. Just before, I was just bubbling around like an idiot. Which, to be fair, was probably more entertaining to watch. If I'm just completely honest. There's all these farmers with their three-pronged sticks, which is, as I've recently found out, only useful if you're fighting 3 vampires that are standing next to each other. The farmers fumble in their haversacks in gratitude. "Thank you, adventurer. I'm sure that after they took our food, they would have taken our lives as well." Gain 7 food and 5 food. The food's useful because every time you reveal a card, it takes a food. And if you run out of food, you kind of start starving to death. You fall on the food with a sigh, shoveling bread in your mouth to quell your hunger. Your satisfaction lasts only a moment before you realize your father's amulet is not among the takings. You consume 1 food. Their leader must still have it. You set to your feet, determined to find him. Which will lead us to here. A friend in need. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. It's a goblin, dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath a filthy fox belt serving as an ill-fitting wig, the goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. "Aha! I've been roaming for hours trying to find you. We must get this over with quickly if I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise." It lowers a sack from its shoulder. "Now, from within my sack I can conjure whatever your heart desires." The goblin's voice trails off as he examines the sack. "Well, I could, if there wasn't a blooming great big hole in it." His head disappears entirely to the bag, and his bulbous nose protrudes from the breech. "A new plan, then." The goblin pulls out his last trinkets. We can choose either the soldier's sword, which has a critical strike, reposing, one-handed. Okay. Warrior's axe, heavy weapon, critical strike, armor breaker, but heavy. Has the best damage here. And then we have a shield. And I think we can go with the shield, because defenses are good.
You can do better given time.
But I haven't had that time yet, dealer. A wise choice. Now I must go. There are many others I must visit before I can rest. The goblin runs off into the night, his fox wig flapping in the evening breeze. We can change equipment in the inventory. Alright, we shall continue this adventure. Finding
this
force
card
folk.
has a token. Can you find it?
I hope so. Your journey through a forest is interrupted by an inquisitive child. Are you searching for the forest folk? My uncle says that they used to walk these woods giving out gifts. I want to find one and ask for a lemon cake. As they dash off to peer under a nearby log, the child shouts back, "Remember, if you meet the forest folk, give me a lemon cake." In the other direction, an eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. Alright, this is going to be a little tough. I have a 75% chance for success, meaning a 25% chance for failure, which, if you've ever played any game involving some form of chance mechanic, such as dice, you'll know that's a very large margin. But we got a success! You follow the song through thicket and stream until you find an open glade bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, her posture bent like the boughs of the forest. "It has been 12 winters since I had a visitor." Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears. "You may visit me when you are in need, adventurer."
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token.
Yay! Token! Tokens are
Nothing
always
could
nice.
be more fitting now than meeting the mage who started this all. Or at least, started it all for you.
Very true. The Royal Road. A trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers leads you to the thieves who had stolen your amulet. It seems their infighting has only gotten worse. The bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. "Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence," the leader implores. "Who ever heard of a thief talking about fair shares?" spits one. "You turn up and boss us around. We've barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed someone. Days! Because he's a slice and dicer." The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I'd love to continue this discussion regarding stabbings, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, "Keep me alive and there will be plenty of gold for your trouble. Tell him he will pay in blood for his thievery." He grins. Here's a thought. Does it have to be my blood, specifically? Kill my associates, and I will gladly return your amulet. How did he know I was after that amulet? Ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide, because he's a brigand leader. Give us your stuff, or we'll stab you up, growls one of them. You consider your options. Fight, or give them all your food and gold. We're gonna fight, because the other one sounds way too bad. I don't like where that other one's going. Not one bit. And this is how you enter the realm of imagination, which fuels all tabletop games. Luck. I only just now noticed the special ability counter that's up there. I just sit there and do that critical strike on that guy. Now let's go ahead and stab him. There we go. It's very violent dealing with brigands, I tell you. Got him! Thought I was about to miss him. Ah, I took a hit. And there we go. That's how you do it. You gotta block and then stab. I guess slice is more what I did. You know what I mean. I know you know what I mean. With the battle resolved, the thief leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. The name is Malaclips, Bard Extraordinaire. His smile fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hand in surrender. Wait! Let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen, just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes, but only for the greater good. No, really, they were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look. He pulls out an amulet from his pocket and presses it into your hands. All is forgiven, yes? You stare at the amulet. It does not look familiar. Oh, Malaclips says, scratching his head. He opens a small satchel. So, which one is yours? I'm gonna go with the raven. Let's assume it's a raven. Could be a hawk. I actually don't know my birds of prey well enough. It's an eagle. I still wasn't even right. The eagle amulet. That suits you. Very similar facial structure. Say, you know what? I'm lonely. You're lonely? We should work together. You have befriended Malaclips the trickster. Because that's definitely not a bad guy right there. I mean, Malaclips. It's got malicious and apocalypse mashed together. And he's got the title of the trickster. I don't see why I should be trusting him. We should probably get to know one another, seeing as we're going to be friends for life, Malaclips says. Tell me, where are you from? And now we get to do some character building. Yeah, I bet you didn't realize that this card game is also an RPG. Okay. So let's see here. I think we will go with... Yeah, that's fine. And we have here these different options. That looks fine. I think that we're gonna keep that. And let's go with these colors. That looks good to me. Alright. From the Eastern Belt, eh? You don't say. Good sorts from the Eastern Belt. Very trusting. Oh, by the way, we, friend, owe money to Vignus of the Thieves Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to Mirebridge together to appease him. Some gold might help. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. Malaclips eyes a pretty trader hiking up the road. So, it'd be best if you get the gold and I meet you there. See, I told you I couldn't trust the guy. No trusting him. Alright.
Let us learn what sort you are. Strong, clever, wise. The circumstances under which you come here put the lie to that.
I'm gonna go with incompetent. If I'm completely honest with myself. You enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. In the first round of the competition, your opponent is the diminutive Roland, a halfling from a traveling troupe of acrobats. Alright. 3d6
are another small game embedded in our game.
Alright, we got a 3d6 roll. Gotta make a 10. Alright, alright. You always gotta shake your dice. Oh. Should I reroll the 1 or should I reroll the 1? I think I'll reroll the 1. Alright, come on. Come on. 3+. Marine armor save. I'm in power armor. Just think of it that way. Just think of it that way. Power armor. Take success. Success is success.
You are learning.
Don't need to exceed, just gotta meet. Roland is no match for your strength. He gives a disappointed backflip off the table and collects his meager winnings, and then cartwheels out the door. At least he's in good spirits. That's good. Gain 10 gold. You take your reward from the purser. That's not the first time I've done that. From the purser on the way out the tavern. When you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize. Let's go north.
Water is a symbol for the many thoughts that churn beneath the surface. What is it you're thinking of? What concern is worrying at your mind? Let it fall into the waters beneath.
That's wisdom right there. While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. 4 of steel. You could stand and fight the fiends, or throw yourself to the mercy of the river below. Let's try and leap into the river. Let's see what happens. You dive over the side of the bridge, just in time, plunging into the cold water. Target 11? I thought it said target 10! Oh, crap. I need a 4. 6! Yes! Alright. Lady Luck was with me there. Actually, no, not Lady Luck. Nuffle smiled upon me. Through a combination of luck and skill, you managed to avoid the worst of the river's hazards. Blech. You emerged on the banks further downstream. Okay.
Celebrations
Carnival.
in aid of what? You see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
True. Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizard man. Fall the parade. Ask local what is going on. Carry on your way. Ask local what's going on. A friendly stable hand explains. In a bygone age, our town was beset by half men, half lizards. There was no food, no respite, very little hope. Salvation came in the form of a nameless warrior who hunted the beast for little more than a handful of coins and a crust of bread. He smiles warmly at the festivities. We honor the warrior like this. The statue is filled with food and gold, and we take turns smashing it to bits with a club. You're welcome to join us, and you may keep whatever falls out. The parade and statue are winding their way into the town, almost out of sight. Follow the parade. The parade ends in the town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club and gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you would like a turn. We're going to join in. I want that huge success. And I think it is here. Just normal success. I'll take it. I'll take it. I do regret that. That was actually my second choice, and my first choice was a huge success, so I'm kicking myself there, but I'll take the success over the failure. The club strikes the chest of the treat-laden beast. Some gold falls out. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. 20 gold, 5 gold. Failure, failure. before you can gather anything, a young child shovels the bounty into a basket and scampers off. With your turn over, you leave. Damn kids.
The roads have become even more deadly since the Empire has come to power, despite their promises of the opposite.
I mean, that's what empires typically do. The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. "Please help," she cries. "I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do?" Assist the distressed woman. 3d6 looking for a 12. You always gotta shake your dice. Always gotta shake your dice. 3, 5, 1. Ooh, this is gonna be a hard roll. Come on. Come on, Nuffle. Come on, Nuffle. I've had bad luck so far. Come on. Damn it!
The dice are fair, and thus you have lost this round.
Why, thank you. Now, if you would be so kind as to give me all your gold, the woman draws a pair of concealed blades from her corset. Come on out, boys! You have no time to react as group brain spring from hiding. She's gonna pay. She's gonna pay out the nose. She's gonna beat these bastards up. I will say that the faces sometimes seem just a bit odd, and there's that clipping going on there, but I know it's not necessarily the main point of the game. When skies are darkened by your enemies, of always fight in the shade of this personal wooden bulwark. Come, bring it. I can take on all of you. I've done it before. There we go. I'm not talking as much because I'm focused. Take it. Oh, he jumped over me. Trying to be all fancy. Well, that's what I say to being fancy. I tried to go for the critical on him. Didn't work. He stabbed me first. Bastard. Alright, well, we got out of there, so now we can beat up the distressed damsel. With the thugs defeated, you search their bodies for valuables. Okay, 9 on a 3d6. That's not as bad. That's not as bad. Bam! 13! Where were you last roll? What'd we get? You find some food amongst their possessions. I mean, food's always useful. Food is always useful.
Here we come to the end of the beginning. Running errands for mages. This will become a theme, I dare say.
It happens a lot. You arrive at Mire Bridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. You find Malclips perusing a selection of cheeses by the market. Ah, if it isn't my good friend the adventurer! Did you bring the gold? Vignis has arranged to meet at the graveyard. This reeks of being a trap. But go to the graveyard. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for seclusion or for easy body disposal. I'm actually betting both. Vignis greets Malclips with a sly grin. Looks like she turned up after all, and with a lackey in tow, we had our doubts, you know. A greed? Anarchist of greed. I see how that card reads now. Vignis cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well now, Malclips, convince me. Was to stop me cutting off your head today. You reveal some gold as Malclips scrounges in his pockets for some too. The heavy satchel of riches lands at Vignis's feet with a thud that echoes through the silence of the cemetery. You lose 20 gold. That's our deal done, Malclips says, worry obvious in his voice. No need for any further troubles. I'm sorry, Mal, Vignis grins. You should have known the guild was never going to let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. And here's a fight. I told you it was a trap. I told you it was a trap. It reeked of trap. Nobody wanted to listen to me. It's a trap. And he's breathing out fire. Vignis crazed. Treacherous ingredient, dangerous combination. Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor is no use to you here. I gotta beat him up first. Get out of my way! Got distracted having to beat up that guy. Dodge. Get him. He's the important one to get. Definitely dodge. Ah! Tried to get the crit on him first. No, dodge! Wow, this is going over terribly. Stupid brigands. I guess we'll hit that one. Come on, get the boss. Finish him! Take it! Take that repose. You missed! You missed, you damn fool. Bam! And you're done. I will totally act like I did that way better than I actually did. I will be falsely proud of myself and not apologize for it. Malaclypse scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with some savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like, maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come, let us discuss our partnership over an ale or two. Alright.
Well done.
Open our reward.
Cleared the first challenge. And now we can move on to the next.
We had the Cardinal Blade and the Bastion of Purification. Get tarts, pies, and exotic lies. Market thief. Fork in the road. Arm wrestling. And for befriending Malaclypse, we get Malaclypse's problem. The Trickster. And that token I found gives me the Old Maiden. Oh, right.
Welcome to my challenges. Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening.
22. And this is a Unity engine game, by the way. This is Unity. You know, the engine famous for people buying an asset pack and then just throwing it up on Steam for $10 and see if they can sucker people into buying it and then not returning it. Yeah, that engine. This game's on that engine. See, when you put in the effort, you can still have a good game on Unity. Alright. So we can sit here and customize the deck. However, I don't really have the time to do that right now, so we'll just go ahead and fill. Have the goblin fill it for us. For I'm still not.
You may take their recommendations if you wish. They will be sufficient for now.
Click too fast and missed what he was saying there. Man, if I could shuffle cards like he did, that would be fantastic. Especially, that's very good at preserving the card's condition.
For 100 years, I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated. It is true. I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be. Now you see before you the extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
See there, that's what I'm talking about, him referencing the first game. Your conversation with a fur trader is interrupted as Malaclypse arrives in a flurry. The whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwind is suffering against the Blight. Find out more about Westwind. What do you want to know? Ask about Empire protection. A small garrison is meant to be protecting the town, but apparently they are all either dead, missing, or drunk, or any combination of three. And what makes Westwind so special? I've traveled far to escape the oppression of the Empire. Westwind gave me my freedom, and I intend to return the favor. And where is Westwind? Westwind sits on the outer edge of the Empire, while the Emperor focuses on the capital. Its nobles and merchants. Those at the fringes are neglected. That's all we need to know, so let's head to Westwind. You return to the markets and ask if any traders that are headed to Westwind might need an escort. There are 3 options: a weaponsmith, a food wagon, and a stonemason. Let's tag along with the stonemason. You had an uneventful ride with the stonemason. And we just get paid 10 gold. I can live with it. I can live with that. You arrive at the town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invades. Okay. Let's get this.
Your companion has his own story to tell. We must wonder if this is a tale of a hero or a villain.
I'm betting villain based off of his name. You arrive at the city markets to meet with Malclips' associate. You find him sitting on a blanket by the sewer gates. You can't tell whether he's a goblin, a human, or an animate pile of greasy rags. A few wilted daisies and duckweed tied with rope are flopped on the ground around him. Merc, Malclips calls to the creature, arms outstretched. I have a favor to ask of you, my handsome friend. The greasy goblin man raises a hand to stop the bard's prowl.
10 gold first, you know that.
Malclips looks at you expectantly. Give the goblin man 10 gold. Let's see where this leads. Malclips steps forward as Merc counts the coins. Merc, old bean, the bard looks fervently around before quickly waving at his shoulder. I require help in removing a certain illness. You lose 10 gold. Merc considers Malclips for a while.
That kind of information costs more than a few coins.
You splutter indignantly.
I will require a test of skill from her.
He turns and points at you.
Pick a flower and eat it.
The greasy florist displays his meager wares. Malclips nods as if this were a fair request. Eat a daisy, eat a forget-me-not, eat the luminous purple flower. Eat the forget-me-not. The flower tastes pleasantly of berries and grass. Target of 12. Come on, Nuffle. That's a 9. So I'm gonna need a 4 better. 50% chance. 50% chance. It's like guard shooting. 3! Missed it by 1. Damn it. You feel an intense wave of heat emanate from your stomach to your neck, and you collapse to the floor. You wake to Malclips splashing you with water. Merc is left, and you see him attempting to steal a seed bun from the baker's stall. We'll come back later and try again. Wanted that token.
The Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly fear.
That's not good. Fight to free them! I'm not giving them my 10 gold. I only have 10 gold. When weapons are recommended against Northerners, you change equipment in the inventory. What do I have as my inventory? A villager's axe. Is that one-handed? No, that's a heavy weapon. The neglected sword, that's a one-handed weapon.
Let us see if the mage can help you here.
I'm betting he won't. He's a sly, sneaky bard. He ain't gonna be any help to nobody. I mean, just look at that. That's so untrustworthy. He has to whistle for his book. Malclips, a magician, a jester, and a vagabond. When activated, Malclips casts a protective spell on you that can block a single hit. Lift shift for campaign. I guess that's all you're gonna look at here. Dodge! Nope. My hand's not even in the right place here. I don't think he was using color spray, I think. I keep getting stuck when I need to be able to dodge. We are gonna die. We are so gonna die. Oh, I killed one. Good old color spray. Dodge! Yes! There we go. That went over terribly. I am not proud of that. Not proud of any of that. We did get a warrior's axe, though. We're not going to equip it, though. Okay, good. And we gained 2 recruits. Oh man, this is not looking good. We only have 52 health. And I'm down to 2 food.
Your supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
The market bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the land call out to passerbys to sell their wares. As the sun beats down the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. You jump to your feet, catch a glimpse of the thief as they weave through the crowd. I don't know what is up, but my throat is really bubbly today. There is only one success. That's not the success. The tangled maze of people proves too much for you, and the thief makes their escape. Oh, this is just going over fabulously.
Commerce
General
thrives
store.
in even the most unusual of locations.
If I want to buy anything, I have to sell that axe I just got. It's the only thing I have that anybody will buy, which can get us a food. Is there any equipment here? None that I can afford. Buy another food. I don't want to run out of food, but... Ooh, this is going badly. This is going real badly. How much does the healing even cost? A lot. Oh, this is going bad. This does not look good.
Here we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed the game. Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives. Even those cards which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
Okay. The Westwind Tower bell chimes feverishly. The town crier bellows, "There's corrupted inside the town! They broke through the sewers and into Loose Lane. Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out." You arrive to find Westwind's few remaining soldiers huddled at the entrance to the poorest area, Loose Lane. "We cannot let the corruption spread. For the good of the town, we must dispose of anyone who has been tainted, even a little." We are going to join the soldiers. It's this 3 of blight. At least we got a 3 of steel. Join the fight against corruption. Okay. I'm thinking we might call this after this fight here. Just because this has gone on for a while. Inflicted. The first touches of corruption bring forth the darkest elements of their victims. Infected enemies are feeble, causing them to become knocked down when health is low. Use a finisher before they recover. Let's get in there and do this. Block you. Critical hit. There we go. Didn't even need to do the finisher on that one. I just did enough damage to it. Yeah, take that, take that. Finish it. There we go. Didn't take any damage that time. That's good. I needed that. I really needed that one. With the corrupted threat removed, you've ensured that these soldiers survive to aid the town's defense. You gain 3 recruits, up to 5. Soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption, which gives us
Like
a cardinal
compass,
blade.
It indicates the truth of all directions.
And some food, thank God. Go north.
They got themselves into this mess. I don't see why you should get them out.
Because I need them for later, dealer. promise I was going to end it, but maybe I'll die in this fight. The last fight with the Northerners is anything to go by. Raider, from the frozen darkness of the north they come. Northerners can perform a combo attacks. Use your pose with single-handed weapons to deal extra damage immediately after you defend. Alright, let's try and maybe take this a bit more cautiously than I did before. Alright, good. Dodge! Get that shield up. Oh, thank God I had that shield. That's what happened there. Nope. There we go. Stabbed him before he could stab me. I know I'm not very good at this, but I'm enjoying it. I have a feeling this game's gonna take a bunch of my time. Ooh, we can revive a companion at the beginning of each new map. Cool. And some food. There we go. 2 recruits. Continue north.
Age turns us all. She has done rather better than I in the time that has passed.
The Old Maiden. Walking through a shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stops to greet you. For centuries I have helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Is there anything that may help you with your journey? Ask for supplies, ask for longer life, ask for gold. Ask for longer life. May you live a long life, she says, and with a fragile wave of her hand, you feel a warm sensation through your body. +5 max life. General store. Still only have a gold. I have things I can sell. I don't want to sell that Cardinal Blade. We can come back later when we maybe have some gold.
Now your chance presents itself. At last, stand in the defense of the peasantry. What noble traits you display already.
Are you mocking me?
Always treat those who feed you with respect.
All right.
Even I stand by this rule, and I have respect for few.
Okay, you chance upon a wooden cart overflowing with pears, pies, and many other items. Otherwise, a wonderful smell wafts from the cart. Malaclippus shakes his head. Poor old Chester. This is why you should never be seduced by the wiles of women, coin slave. They'll break your heart and leave you selling your lemon tarts with little business sense. The old farmer hawks his ware to passerbys. Tarts, pies, and exotic fruits. Chester gives you a jolly wave. What would you like to buy on this fine morning? Buy tarts, buy pies, buy exotic fruits. Tarts, but I have a feeling that you're not going to give it to me for 1 gold. He passes you a lemon tart. Oh, that is a lot of food. That is a lot of food. I've been simply given tarts away today. Must be the sunshine. He considers the few remaining tarts for a while, before he finally decides on price. Yeah, I'm never going to be able to buy these. Yep, 30 gold. Pay, but I only have gold. You don't have enough gold. Chester seems strangely affronted at this. He takes the tart away from your hands and coldly asks you to leave.
They place themselves in these dire positions, and then expect a hero to come rescue them when things become too much.
Yeah, that's damn nobles for you. While patrolling the outskirts of Westwind, you hear the clash of steel and the unmistakable groan of corrupted. Your investigation leads you to a distressed nobleman perched on the roof of a carriage. Oh, thank the gods! I was heading to tea with Duke Gilbert when we were ambushed. My footman left me here to fight them off, but the brawl has now dispersed into the forest. The noble peers fearfully at the tree line. If you stay here and protect me, I can pay. Go after the soldiers or accept the offer. Oh my god. Accept the offer. Oh great Maker, thank you! As much as I hate the nobles. You linger near the nobleman's carriage in case the corrupted reappear. Just beyond the trees, you can hear the blood-curdling sounds of combat. Screams and shouts echo long into the night. You wait, but no soldiers return from the battle. The nobleman climbs inside his carriage, curls into a ball, and sobs uncontrollably. He will not be moved or roused. You return to Westwind.
A vampire cannot cross running water. These days you must deal with far more mundane opposition.
I don't have that too much of an issue with that. While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. 3 of greed, 3 of steel. Oh god. You know what? Stand and fight. Do it. Heavy weapons are recommending against Empire. Do I have a heavy weapon? I do. I have the Villager's Axe. The Cardinal Blade's an armor breaker. I'm just gonna stay with the Cardinal Blade. We're gonna go. We're gonna do this. I'm probably gonna die here. Man, this has been going on long. Probably because I've actually been having fun. Watchmen, taken from the dregs of society, elevated to petty positions of power. Watchmen can block, greatly reducing incoming damage. Use bash to open them up for damage.
Gentlemen, please. We can work this out.
Missed that block. Already going badly. Take that, you damn brigand. Ah. Block. Get slashed a bunch. Kick. Just get rid of him. There we go. Getting fancy. Block. Block, I said. No. Oh shit, man, we are gonna die. Alright, only one more. No! Oh, that was... I did terrible in that fight. Not good. Not good at all. I hope they had some health potions on them that I can loot. Having spilled your enemy's blood, you search the bodies for anything useful. 1 equipment from 2. Bastion of Purification or Soldier Sword? Bastion of Purification, please! Yes.
A shield in more ways than one.
Indeed. Some gold. Supplies. Okay, not too bad. Where's the general store? I can't go back to the general store. Oh my god, we're gonna die.
To redeem yourself. Let's see how you handle it this time.
Okay. Must survive till morning when Imperial forcements will arrive. Give a rousing speech.
Now you wager for more than mere success and failure. You choose the very stakes themselves.
I have 1 shot at this. That's not the card I needed. Soldiers appear unmoved by your words and remain... I clicked too fast to read what that had to say. I'm just gonna go with they are remaining completely and totally unimpressed by the person that is basically still bleeding out. Terror of Westwind. As the final vestiges of humanity erase, the terror wakes. Use bash to break the terror's corrupted armor and defeat it with a finisher before it regenerates.
With all these soldiers, you know...
Just beat him up a bunch. Gonna execute. Alright, here we go. Big hit. There we go. Execute. Finish it. Don't want to leave any of them standing. I really did not need to take that hit. Get that shield going on us. No! The shield wore off. Let's get rid of this trash. Okay, and we just have big guy to worry about. No! And we're dead. Yep.
Combat solves so little. It has ended this, however.
Screw you, dealer. Alright, well that's Hand of Fate 2. It is refreshing to play a game on Steam that is legitimate fun to play. It is very refreshing, let me tell you. So, yeah. I mean, it's got a price tag of $25. It's on sale right now at this moment that I'm speaking. But I think this is a damn well worth it game. I am having a lot of fun with it. So with that, I will leave you to the rest of your Friday, and hopefully you have a good weekend. I already know what I'm doing this weekend.